This is probably about the third time that I am doing the introduction to the first installment of the Sean's Show right here on YouTube.com. Say it's not so, the Sean's View Show is here. First of all, before I did this video, and as I was trying to do this video, I think my girlfriend was trying to get me a pornographic flag on my channel as she walked from the shower in the bathroom over here. She tiptoed her way all the way over around my little table, all the way into our bedroom with all but a towel on. And this is as I was filming and I was recording the episode, so I would have got a flag for pornographic nudity. So that would have been good. So I can say that the flag is no longer needed because I was able to take that video, I was able to erase it, I was able to delete it, I was able to restart, and I was able to regain the momentum of Sean's View Entertainment. Now, I'm sure some of you subscribers probably would have liked the scene, would have probably liked the fact that my girlfriend was going to parade around with nothing more than a towel on. But we're not here to talk about towels. We're not here to talk about flesh. We're not here to talk about more people getting exposed because, quite frankly, we've had enough exposure on this channel to last us a lifetime. So anyways, let's get into Sean's View Entertainment. Remember, this is where I talk about anything and everything. Something that's going on around me, something that's going on around the world, whether it's trending now, maybe music, maybe movies, maybe sports, or maybe something like this. Lauryn Hill, what a courageous fight she did. She was battling brain cancer. She died at 19 years old, a very sad and tragic story, but she had the heart of a champion. She had the heart to go out there and still play basketball and still live it up. She did not let cancer dictate her momentum. So if you don't know about Lauryn Hill, my condolences go out to her, her family, her friends, and anyone that ever had any hand to do with Lauryn Hill. And LeBron James even paid tribute to her, and I felt that was a very touching and heartfelt thing to do. So my sympathies go out to Lauryn Hill. And I'll tell you what, cancer is a hell of a thing. My mom battled breast cancer. Right now, as we speak, my mom is breast cancer free. Although she is suffering, the side effects of all the chemo and all the radiation. And it can be very taxing on your life. It can be very taxing on your career because she does have a career. She drives a van for special needs kids. And, for my mom to do something like that and, really help out, and it's something when you get something like that, and but she's just doing the best that she can under the circumstances. But right now, cross my fingers, she is cancer free. Well, we got an Aaron Hernandez trial going on. They still have not reached the verdict. It's going on about maybe 15, 20 minutes up my street. I should be covering the news myself. Aaron Hernandez, is he going to be guilty? Is he going to be innocent? Did he do it? Who pulled the trigger? There is still no sufficient evidence that says Aaron Hernandez pulled the trigger. He was there, but was he square? Nah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Beyonce Knowles. We got what else is trending now? We got Paul Walker. What an extraordinary effort on Furious 7, Fast and Furious 7, whichever you want to go by. That was a great movie, and what a touching tribute. What a way to mark Paul Walker off the movie. I'm not gonna come on here and say how they did it. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. I'm not gonna give any surprises. But what a great performance by Paul Walker, and what they were able to do with that. What is it? The CGI, I think, with the effects with his face, and you really couldn't tell. I mean, well, at the end of the movie, you could tell it. It wasn't him. It was the effects going on there, the great things that they got going on in Hollywood. But I mean, for the scenes that he played, I mean, it is ironic that he was at a funeral, that he was outside, he was in the flesh, he was there at the cemetery. For the funeral, and then all of a sudden for the burial, and then all of a sudden he ends up, sadly, tragically passing away. Paul Walker definitely will be missed. And, the Furious 7 franchise, who knows if there's going to be a Fast and Furious 8. I don't know if they should continue it. I don't know how they're going to go about it. As it is, when Paul Walker died, they said that he was, 85%, 80% done with filming that. So he did get a majority of it done, and I'm surprised they got that much done in the amount of time that he was still with us. And like I said, that was definitely a hell of a performance. That was a great Fast and Furious 8. I think it was one of my favorite ones. I liked Fast 6, Fast 5. They were all good in their own way. Although I didn't really like Tokyo Drift. I just didn't like it. I don't know, just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know, but I think Furious 8 was, excuse me, Furious 7, I think it was a good, a great movie. I give it at least 4.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, an outstanding thing. Not only Paul Walker, but not only the late Paul Walker, but also, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and all the key components that makes that franchise what it is. And the thing about it is you had Vin Diesel in it. Of course, he's always good. He's always on top performance. And they were a family. It wasn't like they were friends. It wasn't like they were just compadre. They were really a family. They were just that, a family. And you could see that. You could feel that. You knew that the blood it ran close. There was family, and that's what it was all about. Then they was family. We got Brad Pitt, who is also trending now as we speak. And of course, what would the Sean's show be without talking WWE? Because here on these kind of shows, on the Sean's show, we can talk about anything and everything. And the fact of the matter is this: I can talk about wrestling, but I don't have to talk about wrestling. Let's talk about the events that transpired with these three wrestlers, and Luther Reigns being one of them, suing the WWE. Suing them now to depression, anxiety, head injuries. It's just a hell of a thing because, I mean, you know what you're signing up for. You know what you're getting yourself into. But that's the same to say as, well, a cop knows what they're getting themselves into, so that means they deserve to get shot and killed. It's a two-sided sword, so to speak. It is one sword and two sides, and they're both very sharp. I mean, it's just one of those things that when you get into professional wrestling, I think it's all about the money. They're no longer relevant really. They're no longer I mean, when they were in the WWE, they were well known. Luther Reigns was never really a big time player, but I think it's all about the money. They just want the money, and I don't know if this lawsuit's going to hold any merit for Luther Reigns and these other two wrestlers that are suing the WWE over damages and over suffering long-term side effects. I mean, if you knew going in and you knew that you're starting to suffer these side effects and you knew what you were signing up for, you probably should have left a lot sooner, a lot earlier than trying to find yourself in more health woes. But it is what it is. I mean, if they want to go ahead and sue the WWE, then they can go ahead and do that. I mean, it's just as good as, sadly when, Viscera, Mabel, whatever you want to go by, died and his wife was trying to sue the WWE over wrongful death. And, I mean, nothing to do with the fact that he was overweight, though. Nothing to do with that. I mean, but, it is what it is. So, that's it. I think that's pretty much what we got. And here on the Sean Show, it's interactive. It's social. I take your questions, your comments, your suggestions. It's not just all about me. It's not just about what I want to talk about and what I want to, review or preview or talk about or whatever I want to give my thoughts on. This is just Sean's show telling you that if you want to suggest anything, if you want to comment anything, if you have any questions, you just bring it to my attention. We'll talk about it. So today we talked about Furious 7. We talked about Paul Walker. We talked about the courageous Lauryn Hill. We talked about the WWE and that lawsuit that the three wrestlers are suing them. So this is the first ever installment of the Sean Show. And yes, the Sean Show will continue. Subscribe.